what it is. So Red, what happened? What happened last time?
Well, it began mostly with Jackpot waking up with her dad having a bit of a confusing conversation with the delivery person of the Osiris Corp, saying that there was a mix up with the packages, two packages, was supposed to be one essentially, that they really needed that returned back. And though Jackpot's father was very confused and wanted really to offer this guy any type of information exactly, like too bad, so sad essentially. Though it was weird for Jackpot, as she would later bring it up to Scarlet, that this doesn't seem like something that would normally happen, at least not without Scarlet's knowledge, at the very least. But well, we have other things to worry about. As Scarlet also, well, Jackpot went to Scarlet to ask to get her own place. Things are heating up, and mostly she needs space from her family for what's going to be hopefully happening in the next few days or months or whatever the situation is. It seems to be all right, as she also talked with Cassandra during her move, and Cassandra revealed there's some tense, uncomfortable things going on with the relationship between her and Victoria, that she needs to see if Victoria really loves her for her or trying to change her, or what that means, and a bit of a heart-to-heart there. And of course, Leo went off to speak with Scarlet as well to plan what's going to happen next, as well as we all know from the Christmas party we had that Scarlet has uh, enlisted us essentially for this task. We have to bring down a certain set of people, or revenge, or whichever depend on Scarlet says essentially, to take some people down. And she has plans for training and such, but gives us time to relax. Just a few days and we'll be off to deal with hopefully getting stronger and being prepared for what's to come. Though that message would probably immediately be rescinded, as she would later demand that we come to her office to speak, because as she would tell us, the Patriarch has been killed. Not only that, she would confess to us, but killed by the Calamity at that, though they're keeping it secret. Half his house is down, and it seems either he was investigating something or something was going on in the background, as Scarlet had went up to talk with him at one point or another, but he seemed to be looking into things. Maybe it was something else. Maybe it was the conspiracy. Who knows for sure? But regardless, the timetable for our training has been pushed up, and we will be sent off to our respectively different places. I believe John off to Moscow, Leo off to Italy, Jackpot to Detroit, and lovely Alexandria to North Africa, essentially. We all had to say our goodbyes, as well as Scarlet talking to Jackpot a little bit about Sid, and of course Jackpot letting her know about the strange interaction they had the morning, especially when she went to go check and said no one seemed to have noticed any missing packages at all. Actually, she course, said she would look into it, and as well as asking, somewhat getting Jackpot's blessing to get to know Sid, as well, they seem to be both dealing with the grief and loss of Desmond, and I think Jackpot thought that was a fine idea, at least, especially with her sister not really, well, going through a hard time as well. With that, we all said our goodbyes. Jackpot did send off the text to Nathan, basically saying sorry for the death of Patriarch, who he seemed to care about, that we should talk about this later before we all were whisked off to do our trips. Alexandria met up with, of course, Steve, where they had used her powers to hopefully get her a bit of control, and she actually did pretty well, finding that hopefully that balance, that means she'll finally be in a much more proper place when it comes to her abilities. And Jackpot went off to Detroit to meet up with Steve as well. A strange man, a bit of a sloppy fellow, as they trained with her, trying to deal with taking damage, starting from the lowest tier up to taking some bullets and not hopefully getting her ass beat essentially by that. And of course, Leo in Italy, Venice, where he also met Steve, where they hopefully had a way to deal with Leo's. Yes, abilities are very powerful, but the downside is that technology seems to be a problem he will have to deal with, and he dealt with that, and what happens if his powers aren't able to be a useful tool for him in regards to that, in that type of fashion. And up to John, who went off to Russia, where he got some hobbies, actually learned to gamble, maybe had a moment to be a person instead of a soldier and a machine or such things for his respective governments. Seemed to have a nice little vacation for him, as we returned 2 weeks later to all meet up to discuss exactly what we were doing. And of course, we all came to the conclusion that Steve was more likely a code name. Whoever those people were, well, we'll probably never see them again. As well as what we plan to do as we played poker and have a chance to see John flex his new abilities, essentially. Getting back to Scarlet, we had a bit of a report to her, as she revealed that school will be starting up soon, and that when summer hits, as we all know, the internship that will be offered will more likely be the Osiris Corporation, and that she has plans for us. Worst case scenario, you'll probably be arrested, hopefully, and not killed. But right now, it's school and trying to keep our heads down and not cause too much trouble. And as well as telling Jackpot that that she will be coming to her family dinner, especially that she has her and Cincy be having a wonderful time at the very least. And she did look into that information about that package thing, but didn't find much that made sense. As well as revealing to Jackpot that apparently there was a video that was caught about the fight between Golden Sentinel and Desmond, aka Renegade, that seemed to have a weird glitch effect and had people analyzing it, but doesn't really know exactly what that meant. Though she has been racing her mind. Apparently, there has been, and she has felt ease, so she doesn't feel too concerned. But she has been apparently self-administering some mind wipes on herself. Though for why and what time, what reason, she doesn't know. But Jackpot and her both agreed it's best not to look too deeply at this situation, as it seems that's being handled, and we already have enough on our plate. Yeah. After that, we met up with Nathan at Leo's abode, apparently, who now has a place at the Osiris Corporation as well, where Nathan told us some information about, basically about finding the Patriarch, dealing with Calamity, basically not being able to do much damage to it at all, and what he found, the Patriarch's death was a very gruesome scene for him, as well as us talking about some things we learned as well, and maybe a chance to take a look at the scene, because maybe there's something you missed, maybe there's something you didn't see. Though, of course, we all shouldn't go because, well, we might have eyes on us already, and we don't need to have more trouble as it is. And I think that's where it ended last. Just discussions and hopefully plans and what to do next, essentially.
Holy shit, you're in a big reveal. So, yeah, as school has officially started, where today apparently you are all to be gathered in the large amphitheater for an official presentation. Not a presentation, an official announcement made by your new provisional dean. Someone who is rather familiar looking to you, Jackpot, but not so to everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any conversations you would like to have before the actual announcement?
I don't think so, at least for Jackpot.
Have I ever heard of this person before, Grim?
John would have shared at some point what Stalkers said to him. I'm not sure. Yeah, John would definitely have said it in between. Like,
I was gonna say, her public record is that, yeah, she just has long tenure at St. Petersburg, has taught in other academies across the world, has a lot of teaching experience, but that's about it. No real practical experience in the field, so to speak.
And what was John's research on her? Did he tell us?
Oh no, not research. This he was talking.
Knowledge, information.
She's probably definitely moved to Russians.
Okay.
Alexandra, you are rather familiar with her. She's a well-known teacher at St. Petersburg.
Okay.
One of the nicer ones, although much more flexible and open-minded compared to a lot of people there.
Good to know. So you would tell them before we enter.
Russian teacher, huh? That's pretty interesting. Odd choice, honestly. No wonder how
it's a
she got
change.
shot. What?
I mean, it's a change, but maybe it's good for the school.
I, for one, love our new Russian overlords. And
What a
again,
happy
going.
coincidence! What a happy.
Listen, I be discriminatory towards Russians. Some of my best friends are Russian.
It can't be that bad.
We'll see.
Yeah, you'll make your way as you take seats, as it appears that the entire student body is gathered. As she's gonna give a rather concise and short announcement. um, indicating a new change for the academy. And at least she's going to be holding this office for the rest of the school year, after which a permanent dean will be elected. But that in that meantime, things will start changing at Halcyon. There will be a much more greater emphasis put on exploring new ideas, a new system for introducing an element of randomness, or at the very least chaos, into your routine. Teams might get shifted around, split apart, reunited. They might be adjusted in both size and the members, as well as the addition of many new provisional teachers from other academies all over the world. Be a great learning experience for everyone involved. As she would also take a much more involved approach with the students, whereas previously Harrison, the dean, was rather hard to reach. She will be easy. And in fact, to make a point of that, the rest of the day you don't have classes, but all of you have an allocated time slot to talk with her. And, well, of course, you can decline, but for those who want to offer any sort of input regarding the school or have any particular questions for her, there is time where you can meet with her personally one-on-one and discuss those things.
Just as the assembly's done, Leo will be like, "Oh, we get to complain to the dean. Think we'll get shot?"
God, I hope not.
You guys plan on going?
I don't know. No, I don't think of anything. I don't have anything to say. I think.
Yeah, I don't think I have much to say to a teacher. You know?
Well, it's your chance to make some real change, maybe. Kind of, not really.
What you got in mind?
I was thinking easier access to practice time.
That sounds good.
I know the practice arena. We use the practice arena, but inter-student practice. You know,
That
some
sounds like
one-on-one combat training. You know.
That doesn't sound bad. Sounds like a good idea, actually. You should definitely do that.
Maybe if you want some additional voices, the more people will request, the likely it'll be to be implemented. I doubt you'll be the only one with that idea.
Oh God.
Well, that's all well and good. What, is Kate anywhere around here?
Yeah, she's probably around.
I'm gonna go Jackpot, unless otherwise sister. I'm gonna go check out something. You guys, I don't know. I'm gonna probably be around for a bit, but let me know if you guys need anything.
Your scheduled meetings are some of the first, so you'll have to
I
make up
gotcha.
your mind quickly.
And John will take yes.
I don't have much to say. I'll just nod and agree with you, man. Still go along if that's what everyone seems to want to do.
Well, I know I'm going in, but I mean, you guys don't have to if you don't want to.
Oh, that's an additional voice to back you up. The more voices, the more likely stuff will get implemented. If at all, of course. If this... That remains to be seen.
I mean, we can make some real change. Why not try?
I highly doubt that's gonna happen, but yeah.
At least have some faith in it.
I'll probably act more enthused when we have that one-on-one. You know what? Yeah, I'll pretend to be more enthused about this once I get there.
as you head off and kind of like grab Kate's attention.
Yeah, because Jappa wanted to talk to her alone, but if she's gonna do this, she'll probably do it afterwards. And then, if that's
Okay.
the case, just let her
That's fine.
ask if she's free.
Yeah, you set up a small get together with her after this.
Mhm.
As you'll approach the dean's office. As Leo, you're in first.
That's me, baby.
As you walk in, she smiles, welcomes you, and gestures for the seat.
Don't mind if I do.
So, you're one of the transfer students. I'm sure you have a quite fresh perspective on this place.
I'd say so. I was also, as I'm sure you've known, at a previous academy for super places. So I also have a varied. I've seen other schools.
So, any grievances I might be able to amend?
I guess the main one. It's a little difficult to get some actual practice time in one-on-one with other students. I know me and my team have actually scheduled some time in the rooms for drills and such, but actual one-on-one combat practice between students really hard to schedule down. And I think that that type of activity could be pretty beneficial towards students. Obviously, you know your team's powers, and you might think about how to fight them, but there's a lot of powers in this world.
You are correct. It's, well, or at least there's a reason for why it's rather difficult to schedule such things, limited space and all. But I will take it into consideration. Maybe we'll figure out a way to improve on that aspect.
Maybe. You know what? And hey, if I'm the only person who asks, feel free to disregard it.
No. A good idea doesn't need to come from many people to still be a good idea.
The only thing is this one kind of requires other people to be interested in it for it to be a good idea, you know? So if no one else is interested in it, it'd be a waste of time.
Sometimes people don't know what they need. Just, I'm still gonna take it under advisement, and I will bring it up with other teachers and other students. See what the feedback is on it. Thank you. An excellent first choice.
I do have a lot of questions about you, though. I heard you're a teacher all around the world. What are some of your views that you saw when you got here that you want to change? Obviously, the team composition. That's a big one. And
Halcyon has a long tradition that seemingly has followed quite rigorously over the decades. That's good and not good at the same time, as, well, there's a certain rigidity to it. And I think that's more to its detriment than benefit. Which is why I'm trying to make things more challenging by forcing people to adapt. At least as long as I'm in charge.
Have you implemented this type of change in the other schools you've worked at?
Well, at least at St. Petersburg, things are much more... teachers have a lot more freedom to do what they think is best with their own classes. The previous dean, Mr. Harrison, he was, one could say, a bit micromanaging. He liked to control a bit too much, in my opinion. I want teachers to have the freedom to express themselves in classes instead of following what I say or someone else says. I didn't have this sort of authority in many of the other places I've worked. But in my own classes, yes, this is something I preached for quite a long time.
So you've noticed an actual improvement in overall scores and what's the word I'm looking for? Adaptability?
Yes.
Aptitude, that's the word. An aptitude since you've been instituted this change?
I've always done it like this, but in the places I've went to and encouraged people, I did notice that those that can adapt better tend to do better just overall. But I guess only
Yeah.
time will tell.
Does this mean if your thesis is perhaps a little misguided, you'd be willing to revert the change?
Of course.
Good to hear. My only concern is that Halcyon is lauded for its high, it's the quality of the heroes it puts out, and people might say that that's due to their rigorous traditions.
Well, considering my position, I have access to a lot of data. Question is, Leo, your record shows you're pretty smart.
What records are you reading?
The ones that I have from the faculty. Who do you think lauds Halcyon?
What? I don't know what that means.
Who gives Halcyon the praise?
Oh, lauds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. The populace, I suppose. The people, the graduates, the media.
All sounds like good marketing to me.
Everything's good marketing.
Yeah, which is why we're talking in this room and not on TV. Halcyon has the best license. Does that mean it also has the best users of that license? Maybe a different debate. It's just something to think about.
Grunt, can I pierce the mask on this woman?
Mm-hmm.
I'm certainly gonna try, but whoo boy, do I have a -2.
Awesome. That never stopped you before.
It certainly didn't. Leo is not a people person.
What exactly are you trying to ascertain?
How much of this is just her talking out of her own ass? Does she have any ulterior motives for these changes? No. Ah, well, I wouldn't have made it anyway, even with a 0.
Well, probably not. She seems rather upfront and honest about with this.
Take her at her word for it, then. So these new teachers, obviously, we're getting new teachers, and we already had, I guess, enough teachers for each teacher to have their own class. How are you going to fit this in? Is there going to be a rotation with teachers?
Well, how
'Cause
many
I don't
people
unless we're getting more students.
How many people were in a single team?
4?
What happens
5?
if what was a team of 4 or 5 becomes a team of 2? Suddenly there's many more teams. Many more teams require many more teachers.
So the individual classes will still be going on. Since the teachers have freedoms, will the teachers sometimes have joint classes every once in a while between 2 different groups?
Well, that will be up to the teachers themselves. If they wish to do such a thing. I don't see why not.
All right.
Plus, I do plan on changing the teachers quite frequently, depending on how well it goes.
Tell me, why'd you accept the position anyway?
Because, well, Patriarch asked me. It was one of the last things he did before he died, and I do plan on honoring it.
Are you too close?
I wouldn't go that far, but we were acquainted. He helped me a lot during my early career, and I had great respect for the man.
Even if you weren't close, I'm sorry for your loss.
I think it was an entire city's loss. I was gonna say during the announcements, she did make like that was included part of the speech, sort of a commemorative message sent out to everyone. I just didn't want to copy and paste, repeat the speech from the previous
Yeah.
session.
I don't think you mentioned the reason why she took up the position in the last speech, so that's what I was asking.
No, she didn't. She didn't.
Yeah.
So this is new.
How did you start out? Were you always a teacher, or
Pretty much, yeah. Graduated, and after that, I realized that the best way for me to improve the world, change things, was to teach others. I took issue with some of the rigidity I encountered during my time as a student. I decided to do something about it.
oh, were you an alumni of here?
No, no. But I
So
did
there was rigidity
graduate.
everywhere.
I did graduate the Imperial Academy.
That's the one in China, right?
Yes.
That was out of character. Okay.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um. How is it over there? I've never been.
Surprisingly similar in many aspects to what it was here. Although they have their own differences, they're a bit more stringent with the rules and
Were you born and raised there, or
no. I was born in Moscow, but
surprised to hear that the Imperial Academy was accepting transfer students way back then?
well, you can apply to any academy. Just, I did apply to Halcyon as well, but well, didn't pass through the exam.
Sure, you only missed it by 1 point.
Mm. Anyways, was there something else?
Not that I can think of. Lovely meeting you.
Likewise, and thank you for your suggestions, Leo. I will again take them into council.
Of course. Have a wonderful day.
You as well. As you walk out, and John, you're up next.
Alright, John walks in.
Walk and take a seat. John Smith. I also add agent to that one.
No, not yet.
Officer, maybe. I'm not sure. Very, very formal sounding name. I apologize.
No, it's
So-
okay. Not the first one to make that joke.
I imagine so. So tell me, John. Transfer student as well. I assume you have some opinions.
Yes, from the States. Honestly, Allison exactly wasn't what I expected. I mean, the impression was already a bit slightly below standards when on our first day we had a day off because the teacher didn't show up.
I've rectified the situation with Mr. Scott. He was
Yeah.
apparently apparently getting paid for something. Don't you worry. That I think that was the first thing I saw when I got here for winter.
I
Should
see.
be returning to class soon.
Yeah, just also about those classes.
Yes.
I mean, I appreciate the sentiment of giving teachers more liberty. I'm not sure who was to blame, but many of the class, especially those practical ones, felt kind of I don't know after. Some teachers kind of stood there at the console, just press buttons like on screen replace with a robot, where the AI advanced enough to avoid friendly fire, and they usually just told us if we're good, they give a thumbs up, and if we're bad, they were bad, and to read the text. They, sounds I don't know. Sounds I'm not sure whether maybe having every teacher do their own thing is such a great idea. I mean, maybe some of them are great, but some. I doubt Scott is the only one who is less than motivated.
So is your issue with difficulty of these classes?
I don't know.
Because your grades aren't necessarily very high, sort of the run of the mill.
No, it's just the teachers like they don't really help much. They throw books at us. If we're bad, they just throw books at us, give some homework, but
Is reading not part? Not, is reading not supposed to be part of the curriculum? I'm not exactly sure what you're suggesting. More
a bit more
practical.
practical, a
Okay.
bit more practical stuff, and also a bit more assistance from the teachers to do the practical stuff.
Well,
learning from
even in the
from books, not that bad.
practical tests, you've scored rather average, John. I'm not
Yeah.
understanding. It seems that from what I've read on your file, you are you're struggling with a lot of these. But if you think difficulty and more practical things is you think school needs, sure we can talk about that.
It's all about fostering teamwork, which I think is the main issue.
Well, teams will be quite more dynamic in the future.
That's all we want to say. It's hard to run teamwork in the field when you're just reading books and learning for a test. Which I mean, isn't that hard? Like, reading is not hard.
Documentation is as important as we're not training people to be meatheads in the army, John.
What do you mean by
What
that?
do you mean?
You have to have both knowledge and the ability to put it in practice.
Of course.
I would encourage you take the studies more seriously. Scores leave quite a lot to be desired. But everyone has their. I will bring this up with other students and see what they think, as well as with some of the other teachers. But if you have any complaints specifically towards a teacher or curriculum, feel free to address them to me directly, and we'll see how we can help that.
Of course, thank you very much. I wish you a pleasant day.
Likewise, and hopefully the extra difficulty won't get you, well, failing the year.
I'll be fine.
A good day, Mr. Smith.
Good day.
Walk out. Jackpot, you are next. Not mute yourself, please.
So I hit the wrong button. She walks in, I assume.
So you see the woman you handed a plate of cookies not that long ago.
Kill her right now.
I don't think I care. I'm not that powerful.
Call the boys in. We'll run up on her. Squat up. I think we can take her.
Okay, sure.
What's
I
her
love that
down?
option.
Wishful thinking.
As well.
Afternoon, ma'am.
Afternoon to, well, good morning to you, Jackpot, but it's quite I'm glad to be able to talk to you. One of the very few students that still has their identity secrets.
A soon-to-be extinct animal, I've been told. So,
Yes. Which is why I assume you probably have strong opinions, given the recent changes around the school.
nothing really much. Halcyon's Halcyon. I do think we should do a little bit better training with the whole. I know teams are great and all, but sometimes you gotta be able to strengthen up your own abilities. A little bit more one-on-one time. Maybe a chance to. On my last team, we tried to make time to train with our own selves and things like that, but it was almost impossible to get that done. Apparently, the lines are very long, so kind of hoping that'll make things a little easier.
No complaints regarding the change in policy regarding masked superheroes.
I can complain to the clouds, but seems like the powers that be have all made their minds up.
Fortunately for you, the clouds listen apparently, or maybe we just need to complain harder. Because honestly, I think it was a total BS what they did. But unfortunately, that's how politicians are. They will shake your hand as they stab you with the other one.
It's a thing I'm learning. Apparently, that's a lot of things about superhero stuff they don't tell you about, besides the saving and the having a life in danger constantly, of course.
And that pretty much comes written on the box. But listen, maybe there's some pressure I can put on people. If that's something you would wish. Not exactly sure what's your stance on this.
Well, I like to be able to keep my own identity. People have their reasons for the things they do, and it seems kind of. I don't know. It feels very one-sided, but I don't want to get anyone in trouble because of my own feelings.
That's
I
exactly
think
my
there's-
point, Jackpot. It's really one-sided. Unfortunately, your voice isn't really heard, is it now? I see Mr. Olympian on the news, but I don't see you on the news.
Well, I'm not really the good. I'm not really the good face for PR work. I'm actually very terrible at it. Actually, not really my type of thing.
Fortunately, you don't fight the fight. I'll say this. You change your mind and want to ensure that maybe you and others like you have a voice, feel free to reach out. I have some contacts with the media as well. And maybe we can't do sweeping change, but maybe just give them a bit of a fight, some pushback. A reminder.
Thanks, ma'am. I appreciate that. I'll think about it.
There's nothing else.
Oh, I did have one suggestion I just thought about. I know I said earlier, but there is definitely a lot of stuff they don't really teach you about superhero work that gets lost between the cracks. If it would be possible, maybe make a mandatory medical class for everyone, mostly just dealing with temporary, when you're in combat, you need to be able to deal with possibly getting shot, stabbed, bones broken, a way for people to deal with that without, until they can get medical help.
Part of the civilian curriculum, but you can think about making it mandatory for everyone to take.
Yeah. It would be appreciated at the very least.
Excellent
thanks.
suggestion. I am here to listen and try and do as much as I can in the short amount of time I have.
Ah, not gonna be here long.
Well, at this moment, until the rest of the school year, but after that, I assume they will not let someone like me from the outside run things.
Well, it'll be an exciting time, I'm
Ah,
sure.
Halcyon is quite hostile to outsiders. But yes, it will be, hopefully.
Thank you.
And you as well. So, yeah, you'll walk out as Alexandra. You walk in. Tanya smiles and says, well, Miss Thorne, please have a seat. So lovely to see you again.
Lovely to meet you again as well. How you doing?
Oh, I've been neck deep last few weeks. This place was an absolute mess. Previous dean was a control freak, and now I have to fix a completely broken system while also dealing with some of, well, rather enormous tragedy that just happened not just barely 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, really tragic. But I believe you can do a lot of change here. Change it to the better.
Hopefully it will be as such.
Do you have anything specific planned to change?
First of all, I'm gonna get some fresh input. Teachers from St. Petersburg, Europe, Africa, East Asia, all over the place. I want to shake up the Halcyon formula a bit, see what happens. Like things have been a bit too stagnant around here.
What happens to the teacher we have now?
They leave as always, I think, but I would hope that they would be more involved into this exchange, and they were willing to learn and open their minds to see how other people do their things and see if there's anything that they can learn from one another. And if egos get in the way, I have become quite adept at maneuvering politics in my long tenure, so I think I can handle them for a while.
Sounds good. I mean, some change is definitely necessary around here. I mean, our first day started off awesome, with not having our teacher to arrive.
Mr. Scott
And
has been reprimanded to my full extent of my power.
so he won't come back.
Oh, he will, if he wants to be paid. And, well, not face many fines levied at his personal finances.
Yeah, I mean, new teachers make new opportunities, right?
I think it will be useful for both the students as well to experience something different.
Yeah, I expected when I came here that the teacher's gonna show us how to do it and fight with us. Maybe show us some tricks. Most of them just standing around, being at the console.
Sandra, teaching is not about showing tricks, about building a stable foundation, then expanding. I can see all of you seemingly have, well, quite a lot of desire to just jump into things. Sometimes being prepared more valuable.
How do you want to teach us how to be prepared?
Well, are you gonna argue that reading is boring and you should punch more, like some of your other colleagues, or are you willing to actually listen?
I mean, reading is important, but being able to punch someone is definitely important too.
No, it's not actually. It's maybe one of the least important things. We are not in the business of punching things. We are in the business of teaching people like yourself how to use their powers responsibly. Now, a small fraction of those people will go about punching things, but that's to the detriment of literally everyone else. I'm more interested in fostering people who want to build things, want to create things, want to shape things, want to heal, want to advance certain scientific fields, want to help people. Punching things is about as far away as you can get from my interests, personally. But that's why I'm not personally teaching classes, and it will be mostly up to each individual teacher how they want to impart their knowledge.
Understood.
Lovely.
I hope you like it here. And for next year.
I don't think this place will like me too much back, but well, change is often unpleasant for many, but still quite healthy, I think.
Yeah, maybe they're gonna learn to appreciate it more
I doubt it,
someday.
but it will be at the very least. I will be happy and content with the knowledge that they will be alive to complain about it later.
That's definitely an important thing.
Have a lovely day. Yes.
You too as well.
You eventually see Alexandra walking out as well.
See, she isn't that bad.
Yep, very riveting conversation. And all overall, I guess. You guys just talk the workshop or something? She kind of looks at Alexandria when she says this.
Oh, okay.
No, we talked about school and everything, and yeah.
I was more interested in her opinion on things.
Was it a fun and interesting opinion?
It was certainly a different one. I believe she has a lot of changes in store for Halcyon. Whether these changes are beneficial or not, we'll see.
I mean, she definitely thinks that it's more important to be prepared and get your knowledge and not how to fight. Or at least, yeah, something like that.
While I certainly value being prepared, being able to fight, I would argue is part of being prepared, honestly.
Yes.
Yeah, well, with how much some of the teachers are doing now, so you might as well just replacing this with a computer and just a bunch of bugs.
I mean, new teachers are definitely welcomed here.
Yeah, we'll see if giving them autonomy will work. Although it's probably seems pretty average, just a different academic philosophy, I guess.
don't have classes for this today. What do you guys want to do?
Weren't you guys talking to Nate about doing something?
Right. I think he sent me a message saying that he'd rather do that by himself, though. I decided to let him go. That's
Yeah,
me
go-
running things because Nathan went on his own already.
Yeah, going to
Okay, I gotcha.
to a crime scene is not the wisest decision. Even if he can
what
like swing his dick around, it's
I
probably not
hope
that.
he'll let me know what he finds. You weren't when you found it.
We're about to see the fucking terrorist alarm, calamity
Jackass.
alarm. Fucking, let's wait. Let's wait till the fucking news broadcast.
So-
Calamity, another calamity.
Uh, words. Leo does want to go see what Kayumi's been up to, though. The only other person who is like kind of on board with the group being a group.
Yeah, well, I guess you go to meet with Kayumi. Jackpot, you go meet with Kate. What are John and Alexandra gonna do? Are you tagging along with Leo or no? Silence is
Right,
deafening.
just-
So
We literally were about to say the same thing at the same time.
Mm,
I was.
Can't believe it.
Are the practice halls still open?
No.
Or are they closed completely? Okay.
John's like, let me box. Let me just fucking.
I am an army meathead.
Oh,
Put me
you know
back
me.
in the
You
ring.
saw me in action. I am an army meathead.
Alexander would meet with Scarlet.
Yeah. Listen, John. At the very least, the gym is open. You can just fucking go.
I can just go to the
Go
gym.
work out, you
yeah,
lunk.
Just work out.
I am a meathead. You are correct, Miss Clown.
As yeah, well, Jackpot, you meet up with Kate in her dorm room.
This is the first time Jackpot has actually been to Kate's dormer, I think, right?
I don't know, but the place looks quite normal. It's not super clean, not super messy. It's just normal. Feels very
Gotcha.
homey. She greets
Oh,
and
this-
says,
Sorry, I didn't want to bother you for too long. Just wanted to check to see how you're doing. If everything turned all right.
yeah, no, I'll get ready to go back to school. Enjoy, I guess, a bit of normalcy.
That's good. Last time we talked, you were in a bit of a rough spot, so I didn't know if you wanted to talk more about that or things got resolved.
I don't think they got resolved, but I think I'm in a better spot mentally. I've managed to process a lot of that crap. Not back to my old confident self, but it feels right now. It's just everything feels better,
Good. That's good. I didn't know what this really. It's good that you seem to be better, or at least getting mentioned that someone was, I guess, helping you out with that. But I think getting your own confidence without outside help in that regard is for the better.
Especially when the outside help is literally tantamount to mind control. Yes.
Yeah. I was gonna say I didn't want to come down at you that harshly, but yeah.
No, I did take the easy way out, and I now know better.
Yeah. Hey, it's understandable, right? Sometimes it's very obvious why it would be alluring, especially since you seem to be you said you're having a hard time. Can you tell me who it was that did that to you?
Well, it was Victoria's brother.
The Alex guy?
Yeah. Kind of got roped into doing vigilante work. Was a bit. Wasn't. It was a bit. Well, like emotionally messed up. Now that I think about it, I didn't think it at the time, but I guess that was just part of the whole mind control. He's doing better now,
Okay.
though. I've actually managed to sit down with the guy and talk.
Well, that's good. I assume Victoria wouldn't. Well,
I think,
she
yeah,
probably wouldn't be tempted.
she kind of got through to him.
Oh, that's good. Has he did this to anyone else? How'd you guys even meet?
Well, it was me, Harrison, and him. Kind of picked us up around school, I guess. Well, I mean, I think James was always into the vigilante stuff even before that. But
Yeah.
James approached me, and that's how I got roped into it.
Yeah, didn't really know the guy that well, but I'm surprised. Well, the dean's son was able to get into such a thing. I don't know if that was just norm for him or there's something else going on.
I don't know. I think that's why the dean also just kind of like went back to the States. James was aggressive even before Alexander, and after Alexander, uh, just the whole hunter things, the flings. I
Yeah,
just that was I was. Now that I think about it, that was really fucked up. What was happening?
yeah, yeah. Had to be a pretty bad place to be able to do that, I assume, or something
Yeah,
was going on.
I think he just took him away to get him some help.
Oh, how was your original team? Is everyone all right? Hearing the news?
Yeah, yeah. Well, me and Forge still get along quite well. Um, everyone else, Damien got split apart, reassigned, switched around.
Ah, well, it seems this new dean of ours plans to shake things up a bit, so get a chance to build that confidence right back up to your own standards, right?
Yeah, yeah. I guess so. It'll be interesting to see how things look around here.
Oh, take care of yourself, Kate, okay?
You as well. See you around.
See ya.
The scenes as Alexandra, you get to Scarlett's place. Send her a message letting her know as she's gonna wait for you in her office. As
Good
you
afternoon.
walk in, you say, good afternoon. She like smiles. And says, come, how can I help you, Alexandra?
I just got a few questions. I mean, we got our first day of school, and
I have heard.
I just wanted to know your honest opinion about our new dean. Do you know her?
I've had some dealings with people close to her, but her personally, no. Although she did send me a message not that long ago, an interesting one. Apparently wants to meet and talk about certain things.
Did you mention what things?
She said it was related to training room capacity.
Oh, okay. And you agreed?
Well, I do have a lot of training rooms I've configured around the tower, and if she wants to rent them out, I don't see an issue as long as she can pay.
Did you mention why she wants it?
Those
Just for
are
school?
training. I assume so. I would, I would, it would be weird for someone to want that much capacity. She is renting out several entire floors.
That's oh yeah, okay, that wouldn't make sense. Any other information you know about her?
Well, I don't keep a track on people within the education system, so no. Why?
She told us to be prepared, right? And I mean, getting to know people and knowing what they're up to is what she wants. So I'm getting
Well,
information myself.
given, I mean, just be careful who you ask information, because I believe she's closely affiliated with acquaintances of your family, so I would be careful.
Noted. One other question I wanted to ask. I mean, would you have some other training facilities I can train at? No one. I just can't. I do not disturb anyone.
Trained for 2 weeks straight, Alexandra, and I believe you've improved quite significantly. So I understand your need and desires, but training unsupervised reinforces mistakes.
I mean, if I don't use my powers and
I'm not talking
no.
about powers, I'm talking about everything from movement to. I will see about finding someone who can help you out.
Would really appreciate it.
She nods.
Thank you for helping us. I mean, it's you get something from it as well, but
You're welcome.
still good to have someone. Wish you a good day.
Likewise. I will reach back to you when I have something more concrete on that training.
Thank you. I'm just gonna
As
leave.
which seems a bit to Leo as you find Kayumi in her quarters in the dormitories of the school.
I will like casually stroll up and say, "Fancy meeting you here."
Considering you messaged me that you wanted to chat, not really, no.
What? That's crazy. You know, sometimes coincidences, are just a little more coincidental than you might think.
Yeah, I've been hearing all that about life and destiny, but I don't. Are you? I didn't realize this will this was gonna devolve into another philosophy lesson.
Not a fan of philosophy, are we?
I feel like I've gotten so much philosophy and meditation for the last 2 weeks that honestly, I might just feel like punching things right now.
Oh, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first step.
Just a lot of steps I took on those mountains.
I can imagine.
I, physical physical resilience of those people.
Yeah, don't they like only eat mushrooms or something?
No, but they walk a lot, and they swear to God they never get tired.
Tiredness is a state of the soul.
I think right now I'm just gonna enjoy a bit of relaxation for a few days before I get back into the swing of things. I suppose you might have any ideas to assist with that.
I am a fan of lazing around in parks.
I think I can get down with that.
I know 3. Which one do you want?
Surprise me.
He kind of like raises an eyebrow and like lifts his hand to like snap a bit. I could if you wanted to.
Feel free.
He'll snap his fingers, and all of a sudden, it just looks like a big parking lot. Would you consider this a type of park? People park here.
If you find concrete and honking noises relaxing, then may have to revise a different kind of definition.
Fair enough. Let's see here. Well, if you're not a fan of honking, then the one in the what's the nicer district called again?
The valley.
The valley. The one in the valley is pretty nice.
Let's go then. Just hang out then.
Perhaps you can regale me with wise sayings that old men like to talk about.
Huh. Yeah, maybe. Maybe I'll. Yeah. What? You know what? Why not? Why not? I'll show you how how we meditated. Should be good at that.
Sounds like a lot of fun. How do you type SOS on this thing?
I don't know.
Can't.
It does
Damn, that one
require
flew over your head,
silence.
huh? Shit.
Well, I am quite short, so that's not really difficult.
Man, nice one. You know, I half expected that nothing gets over my head. I am too quick.
Well, let's see how well you do with being silent. Imagine not saying anything for hours.
I'm suddenly so much more glad I went to Italy. I think I'd die.
As you start walking out, probably ask how Venice was.
The coffee was amazing. I loved sipping it.
Ah, yeah, I hear they do that a lot there.
They do. It's true.
Sipping coffees and eating thick pizza crust.
Absolutely. You know, which we all put pineapple on,
And mango.
and
I
we
hear.
love we love cutting our pasta before we put it into the pot.
Yeah. I always hear they kind of like break it in multiple tiny pieces.
Yeah. And whenever we eat the pasta, we use a spoon.
Why not? It was normal and natural. As yeah, have a lovely time. Hmm?
He will actually ask about if she's made like any progress on that, and also how she's feeling about the group.
Well, I wouldn't say I made too much progress, but now at the very least I can be possessed and not given to some rather powerful emotions.
You some type of spirit medium or something?
Oni can take over my body. Problem is, up until now, I never did it because well, I lose control rather easily. I don't like that. I learned that control is an illusion. And I have to
Fool is an illusion.
let go to be able to I don't know, something. The point is that I now can maintain control for at least half a minute.
You know, there was a joke there, but I'll save it. You know what? I'll save it for Jackpot. She'll find it funny.
Yeah, why don't you hit Kayumi with those fucking sexual innuendos? See how well that works for you.
Yeah, that's
Right?
right.
Listen.
Charisma gone. Charisma failed. Critical
No,
fail.
he didn't fail. He knew when to shut the fuck up. That's important. That's an
Exactly.
important skill.
No.
Leo
he
knows his
failed.
audience.
Yeah. No, Leo actually succeeded. No, Leo is actually succeeding right now. More than me.
As yeah. So
So did they give you the metaphor about peach trees and you can decide where to plant a seed, but whether you want an apple or an orange, you will get a peach?
are you just quoting Kufu Panda now at me?
Yes.
No, you know what? I'll actually show you how to meditate. Get ready to not fall asleep.
If I fall asleep, will something bad happen to me?
So we'll find out.
Oh no. Ayumi, what did I do to wrong you? Why will you torture me so?
As yeah,
What do I roll to not fall asleep?
nothing unless you just want to do that.
I don't know. Listen, Leo's in a sunspot out in a park in the middle of the day. This is where he always takes naps.
As I was gonna say, I feel like this wouldn't be that difficult. It's what basically Leo does all the time.
What do you mean?
I feel like lazing around is a form of meditation.
It's true.
It's just,
You know what?
It's just less pretentious. So actually, I feel like Leo would find this quite easy to do.
He'll say, would you mind if I demonstrated the Leo style of meditation?
Just sleeping.
No. But step one, you put your hands behind your bed and then you lay back in the grass. 1 foot over your knee.
Does that?
And then you breathe in and just feel the sun and go, ah.
This isn't too bad either.
Works best with iced tea, but they don't have that here. You ever had sweet iced tea, Kayumi?
No, I don't know.
It's the nectar of the gods, I tell you. Can't find it anywhere out of Texas, though. Well, the South, I guess.
Okay. I will. As riveting as this conversation is, I will move on.
Very well.
Southerner iced tea. Okay.
You ever heard of iced tea, Grunt? Come on.
Everyone has heard of iced tea. Hey, I just don't fucking understand why it's like this mystical invention that only exists in one place in the world.
Because you can't actually get it in other places.
What? It's like
I've never seen it anywhere else.
that's been like, guys, pasta. That's only in Rome. Only Rome has pasta. Okay.
You know what, Grump? Does your sweet iced tea have enough sugar in it to give you a heart attack?
I don't think so. No.
That's not sweet iced tea.
Okay. That's true. We do have a lower diabetes population, so yeah, maybe you do.
It's
Maybe
true.
you do have a point.
It's true.
As well, I guess the day will end rather unceremoniously unless anyone wants to do something else.
Jeff would bring up some information to Scarlet if that's possible, just to make sure so I don't forget.
Yeah, meet up with her. Maybe later in the day.
Yeah, Jackpot would just probably let her know, like, just to make sure I say it, the new dean, I think she's the clown woman who beat my ass last time.
She kind of like has like a double take. How did you come upon this information exactly?
Well, Cassandra told me about my new neighbor, and I decided to make nice and bring over some cookies. And the person who answered the door was her, and not my neighbor, or the neighbor, I guess. And that's when I decided to investigate. Was the reason why I went to check out the room in the first place, and come upon the two clowns and that dead body. Says maybe I'm wrong, but just wanted to make sure I bring it up now.
And you're certain of this, like 100%, 100% sure.
It definitely looked like her. I think she called herself Jessica or Brittany at the time.
I'll be damned. Might have interesting.
I said she didn't act weird when I saw her. She actually offered to, I don't know, help put myself out there to talk about my side of the story as being a mass superhero, though I think it's a bad idea. I don't think I should be in the spotlight in any way at all, actually.
That's just seems rather helpful, doesn't she?
Very. Like a very nice person. It's very alarming.
Never trust someone who's nice to you, especially when they're nice to you for no reason.
Thought so as well. But I plan to not do that. I was going to turn her down gently and stay as out of her sight as I can.
was about
I
to
don't-
sign a large contract with the academy for extra training room in this tower, but I might think about that now.
Oh, thank God you. Okay. Yeah, especially since she plans to add more teachers from, I guess,
Mhm.
outside of Halcyon to the school. It just seems like yeah.
Seems like a wonderful opportunity to have people going about this place that I don't exactly know. That was a
Yeah.
close one.
I'm always here to be helpful, Scarlet.
Well, this will be a very fun thing to bring up to everyone else. How do you think the Americans will react if they learn about this?
Well, knowing Americans, not well.
No,
We don't-
nobody will react well to this. Is a blatant grab for power.
Really take well to lies, at least the ones that we're not the making, at the very least.
Be rather trivial to Harley's identity if he is indeed her. Might just have a. This might just be a good. This might just be the edge we need to deal with a lot of our troubles.
Oh, great. That's great. Happy I told you.
She genuinely looks excited now. In a
I
sort
assume
of
that's-
scheming, devilish way.
Yeah, I assume that's dated for anyone else who's in her path. Says, well, Scarlet, wish you a wonderful evening. I'll get out of your hair. You have fun doing your dark, cool, scheming things. See you later.
Have a nice evening. As eventually people will make your way. As the night sets, well, you're probably getting ready to call it a night.
Yep.
You have a school day tomorrow. God knows what the curriculum's gonna change. Knows what else. As a jackpot, you are awakened in the middle of the night as there's like commotion inside your house, as the door just fucking slams on the way out.
Fuck, she gets him immediately. Fucking
As you,
next
yeah,
thing she can grab, I don't know.
as you get out, there's a hastily written note on the kitchen table.
What does it say, Grunt?
It says, "Gotta run, emergency, upper north. Call back soon, Dad."
Oh, did I assume Jackpot is spend the night in her room while she's moving to her new place then.
Oh, that's true. Cause you moved completely. Fuck, I forgot.
Yeah,
about.
it's
Then,
if you want,
no,
you can say
never mind.
Jackpot.
No, listen, no, never mind. Don't hear anything. Sleep tight. Don't worry about it. Don't
won't.
worry about it. Oh God.
Okie dokie.
Holy shit. Yeah, well. Let me think then.
Dad's
Anyone?
very forgetful. He would never tell Jackpot I'm going to be gone for a couple
No,
of
no,
days.
absolutely no. Let me. I don't think anyone would be alerted to this. So,
Outside of Sid, who, if this plot work-related stuff, that's probably the only one I can think of, unless he decides to say something before he leaves.
no. I'm talking about like the entire incident, not just this.
Oh, gotcha.
So yeah, no. This is much better. I love this. Just fucking sleep through the fucking crisis. Fine.
No one. I live in my own house now. I can't.
Well, yeah. You live in your own house. There's this is gonna be even more creepy as you are just hear this loud thump in the living room.
Oof, Jackpot is, like I said, grabbing the first thing she has is a weapon, which is probably, I don't know, slippers or something, and she just kind of like goes to check to see what the fuck that is.
You see through the darkness there's looks like a body in the fucking living room just on the floor.
Oh, for the love of God, please don't be a dead body. Please, and she just like goes to turn the light on, or at least a lamp, or something.
Well, turn the lamp. There's a masked man lying fucking like he's like there's blood all over him. There's like wounds.
Shit. She immediately goes into trying to see if he's like has a heartbeat, if he's still alive.
There's like a
First
slight
thing-
groan as you like try and like touch him. He's clearly alive, but barely.
Grunt, I think her first priority is to ensure he doesn't have any heavy injuries at the very least. Try to like
He's
She has
full
a
of
first
heavy
aid kit.
injuries. But you can give me a mundane to see if you can try and like provide some first aid or savior, whichever you prefer.
Okay, I think either one they're the same. So
As at the very least, you ensure that he's not dying, which broken ribs, broken bones, fractured cuts, bruises. But at the very least, you patch him up so he's not literally gonna bleed to death. But that's about it.
he needs medical help that she can't really get here in her living room.
Jackpot. Oh, yeah. Scarlet.
Hey, Hey, buddy. First of all, who the fuck are you? I can definitely get Scarlet for you, but how bad are we looking here?
Calamity. Get my sister now.
Oh, God fucking damn it. She already pulls out her phone as she says this. I assume she can shoot a text or call Scarlet directly,
Yes.
Grunt? She will says, your brother's here in my living room looking pretty beat up and pretty fucked up.
As
She would turn to this mysterious figure. It's like, please tell me you're like the second brother or the other brother.
not the ideal fucking meetup, is it now?
God damn it, Desmond.
Oh, fuck you too.
Fuck you too. She just tries to make sure he doesn't die on her.
Maybe third time's the charm, you know?
Yeah, I guess we could just, I just make sure oh God, I can't even know what to say to you right now.
Well, just
Why were you fighting Calamities? First question. Where the fuck were you fighting Calamities? The second question.
realize he had my fucking phone number.
Here's your fucking phone number? What does he sound like?
Well, I assume that I had an informant. He called me that there's something up, urgent. Head up and well, got there. He wasn't there. There was just he like ambushed me.
So what about your informant? Did you find out what happened to him?
I think I stuck around to ask. Got out of there as
Yeah,
soon as
well-
I could.
Okay, so either someone found out about you and used your informant to get to you, more than likely, and called you there to meet. Well,
I don't know.
probably wasn't planning for you to escape.
Well, I think it's a coincidence. Calamity attacks me twice in my fucking lifetime. Span of what? A few
Yeah.
months?
Yeah, I think he was really upset about the first time not sticking. It was a very public affair all around. God damn it.
I don't fucking know why he's after me, honestly.
Well, Leo has a couple theories about that. I think it's mainly the conspiracy type of shit going on. I assume you already know about Patriarchs being dead.
It was a fucked up situation, but there's nothing I could do. I think I can do about that.
Yeah, the broken bones kind of give you much of your answer about that one.
Hey, listen. Went better than last time.
I don't know. The last time I think you had you or whatever was there had an axe through their body. So that was just something.
Gimmicks can
Yeah, you
take
know,
you a long way.
Okay, yeah. I was gonna ask how the fuck did that work for you?
Same way I faked my death. Nathan's sister.
Yeah. Are you the reason why your sister's mind wiping her mind?
For her own
God.
safety. It wasn't supposed to happen. Not this soon.
Yeah. Well, some good things came out, I guess. I think her and my sister are getting along, and I think my sister would have said yes as well.
God, don't remind me about the fuck up with the post office. Swear to God, I'll murder these people. Can't fucking even
No, I think it
deliver
was-
the package properly. Fuck my life.
I think it was sweet. Very tragic all around, I think, but I haven't mentioned it to her or anyone for that matter, so that's gonna be conversation.
Hey, honey,
I
I
get you
came
some-
back from the fucking dead. Oh, are you gonna actually marry me?
Look, we can smooth things over once whatever this fucking situation gets fixed. You want some juice? Get you some juice.
How about you get me some hard liquor?
I'm not allowed to have liquor right now.
Holy shit, are you a kid?
I'm 18, you fucking asshole.
Yeah, that means you're legally allowed to fucking drink. Dumbass.
In this universe, is that how it works, Grant? I just want to make sure to ask now.
Yeah, yeah. I think Halton's.
Not America.
Yeah, you're
This is-
not
Why?
US.
This is a civilized country, right? Unlike you fucking Puritan assholes.
Yeah, that's why it was so shocking when Shadow like couldn't even drink in Hawaii.
Jackpot, you literally drank at the Christmas party.
I don't remember much of the Christmas party for good reason. Jackpot didn't drink anything. She doesn't take her mask off when she's there. 'Cause,
There's like,
I
there's like
think-
a little hole in the top he kind of popped the bottle into.
Yes, my similar small straw. It says, I think I swiped my dad's whiskey bottle by mistake. He hasn't asked for it back, so it's his loss. I can grab that for you.
Yeah, don't fuck him. He has plenty of those.
Jackpot will get him some whiskey, apparently, while we wait for Scarlet. Gotta make
Uh-huh.
sure he can at least drink properly.
Fine, Scarlet's gonna be fine.
Why you say it, Grunt? Why you lie to me?
Another day, another banger.
Scarlet's not here yet. I should give her a call. Jackpot's gonna send out a gonna bring her up while I assume Desmond is drinking some whiskey bottles.
Yeah, yeah. You'll let him as well. Give her a call. She's not picking up.
And she didn't respond to the text, did she?
No, she didn't.
I'm gonna go back to Desmond. So I don't want you to freak out because I think I'm gonna freak out. Maybe I'm being paranoid, but Scarlett's not answering the phone or the text or responding at all.
He like tries to get up before she like collapses
Oh,
back
whoa,
down.
whoa, whoa. No. Sit down. Come on. Think everything's pretty much fucking broken right now.
Listen. There's a hidden compartment, bathroom. Just kind of like crack the wall behind the mirror. Should be a vial in it. Get me the fucking vial.
Okay. She's gonna go grab this hidden vial that apparently is in a goddamn bathroom.
Yeah, no, you have to actually like break down the wall. It takes like several powerful hits from you to just as it cracks. Yeah, there's a small little vial in it. It's sort of thick substance in it, and it has like a syringe actually.
Says, Desmond, I found your creepy vial of whatever this is. What the fuck is this?
It's found it a while back. Like what?
Drugs left the wall seem like a bad idea. What does it do?
Enhances powers. Get me the stuff now.
Like temporarily or
Yeah, it's like a fucking shit that they found like listen, just give me the fucking thing. I don't have the time.
Yeah, sure. I feel like this is a fucking awful idea, but okay. Your
Well, I
legs
don't.
are probably broken. She's
Let's-
already like moving as
yeah.
she's saying this.
He's gonna grab the thing and he's gonna like start injecting himself with it.
Yeah, this is a bad idea.
As you can see, like the thick viscous stuff flow rather surprisingly quickly in his body as his veins start to pop a bit as he kind of like a small runt of pain. Holy shit, this thing fucking sucks. As you can see, like his body start to heal as his injuries start closing up, as he starts looking much better. Listen to me,
Okay, is
Jackpot.
that-
Listen to me.
Yeah,
Grab your
yeah.
suit. Grab everyone. Meet with me. All of them. This place, and he like gonna write down an address. Things are kicking
Okay.
into a fucking overdrive right now. Try and meet with you after I see what the fuck happened to my sister.
Okay, okay. If you don't show up, what do we do?
Start praying.
Okay, I got you.
No, but actually just run and hide. Just run and fucking hide.
Yeah, I understand. I'll
Just,
send the SOS.
he just blinks out.
God fucking damn it. Never get a night's sleep. She just starts as she's preparing to leave, she's gonna text everyone else to meet up at this location. Things have red alert basically.
Everyone just ignores you, leaves you unseen.
Oh, sorry. Did you message me?
Yeah, message everyone.
What do you say?
I basically said like, hey, meet me at this address. Basically things have gotten fucked really bad. Meet immediately.
Just get a thumbs up as it says snafu heard.
Does Mr. Smith respond?
Yeah, it's just a guy. It says that God or something like a thumbs up. Yeah, they rush over.
Alexandra, you got a message from Jackpot saying, "Code Red, we need to meet up here like now. Everything's fucked up."
She's gonna reply with a thumbs up. Where exactly?
Just gonna send you an
Uh.
address to somewhere in Upper North.
Okay. Just gonna head there as soon as possible.
As you all head out. As by the time you head out, there's a news report. Apparently, Calamity attacked a certain building in Upper North as well, about an hour ago. And currently, there are no reported casualties, but there's a lot of damage. Thankfully, a bunch of young heroes intervened and saved a lot of lives, as there's footage of a building about.
The building does look like it shifts into like a weird Hydra thing, like a giant Hydra and slithers off.
Oh, has Jackpot seen that Hydra before?
Yes, you've seen Adam do this shit before.
Yeah.
Probably not like on that scale. It was an entire apartment building, but he's made some big shit before.
Yeah, I think that's the first thing he ever did was morph things with a dragon before, so yeah.
As you all meet up at this place, it's like kind of like sort of garage. Not that far off from the location where this happened. Like you can hear sirens in the distance and stuff like that.
You guys are all here. I brought snacks.
So snacks, cool. What's the emergency though?
Yeah.
Ooh. Apparently, Renegade isn't fucking dead. Shocker. He got caught by Calamity, ran for his fucking life after getting horribly beaten up, appeared in my fucking living room, had to clean that all up. Tried to call Scarlet, she's not answering, he went off to deal with that. He said shit is going down. Apparently things are escalating. I'm not too sure what direction. Said meet him here, and if he doesn't show up, we run and hide for our lives.
Since Calamity's following the web from the patriarch and time to clean up loose ends, I guess.
Maybe
What are we supposed to do?
else. Well, he
Run
said
and
wait
hide.
for him. He said wait for him, and if he doesn't show up with we just run and hide. So we give him time. He went to go check on Scarlet apparently.
Pray to our preferred deity, perhaps.
What's going on with Scarlet?
He's not answering any calls or phones.
That's a bad sign.
Yeah.
All right.
But does Scarlet know that he's alive?
Well, I sent her a text that she probably shouldn't be able to ignore, and I called her, and no answer.
So no, got it.
Yeah.
Renegade is fast, if anything.
Grunt, is there any like store caches in this warehouse, like weapons, armor?
There's not weapons. It's just like a normal garage. It's there's like boxes around, but no special stuff.
Well, guess we'll hold up here for now.
Yeah.
How many
If you run
exits are
for-
there, Grunt? Windows and doorways?
There's like this place has like one window to the side, one door, and well, the garage door itself.
All right. John Smith, John, you watch the window. Alexandra, you guard the garage door, and Jackpot, you guard the actual main door. I'll stay central in case anything goes wrong.
Will do. We have our little ability to talk to each other, so if shit hits the fan. I swear to God, if Calamity shows up, we need to run for our fucking lives. 'Cause I'm not sure we can do that.
Ideally, Calamity should not show up. For Calamity to show up,
Ideally.
But it's possible.
well, I guess it'll be Alexander should be fine. You just gotta, you don't outrun the bear. Always just outrun the slowest, I guess.
John, we really gotta talk about this. She kind of like starts to go to the main entrance.
It's okay, John. When I make every entrance look like a wall, and every wall look like an exit, I think I'll be the fastest.
Let's hope Calamity does not. Let's hope Calamity does not show up.
That's what I thought.
Let's pray to any deity.
You say that as you blink, and he's in the room.
Ah, fuck it.
Cool. I'm gonna immediately try and illusion things around him. Leo doesn't think it'll work, but he's gonna give it a shot.
You fucking waited for that. Fucking
You can give me unleash the powers.
I will.
you fucking waited for the
I'll take a condition if I have to.
Yeah, feel free.
Whoopee! Immediately, if this works, I doubt it does. Calamity would just see us duplicate, then triplicate, then now there's 4 sets of everyone, and then also like sand will start like whirling around his head, and like the earth starts like looks like it's like shifting up and down.
You can see, like, well, you can kind of see him move like a blur, as he's like snapping every illusion faster than you can create them. He is killing them off. In fact, it's
What?
Scatter basically right now. Get the
So
fuck
you,
out of
yeah,
here.
you bolt through
Yeah.
the door as you burst outside as he, yeah, probably is still killing the illusions inside. You have probably a matter of mere seconds before he's done with
Yeah.
all of them. What do you do? Where do you run from? How do you run from him?
I'm not sure. Listen, I don't know how many people Alexandra can carry.
I'm not sure either. I mean, another one would probably work, but all of us? I don't know.
Might be easier to split up so that way we don't become one big fucking target.
There's a
The
fucking
split up
axe
person who splits
that,
up dies.
There's an axe that flies through the building straight towards all of you. Feel free to try and dodge this with however means you wish to employ. Or Jackpot,
Yeah.
you can just try and tank it. This is your area of expertise.
Can I dive for cover but take someone with me as I'm diving as well? Is that possible to help them?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to use
I'll
more than
say,
a
yeah,
shield.
you can defend if you want the Jackpot. Or
Yeah.
Savior.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, John will try to just tank the axe. Try to do, he doesn't want to fucking run into the axe head first, but like
You're gonna tank
Ideally-
how are you gonna... Jackpot has the power that lets her tank the axe. How the
sorry,
fuck are
my
you
bad.
gonna...
alpha.
I will, I guess, try and dodge it. with-
I recommend you don't tank the axe, Mr. Smith.
Whew.
Nice.
Alexander would use the powers to get away.
Yeah, roll your freak. Let's see. I'm gonna say this would be a very bad time to roll complication.
It would.
Getting
But she
better.
did it. I believed her.
Yeah.
He did not.
So
Sure.
both the Jackpot and Alexandra, you add a condition as you just fucking like all of you scatter as you barely manage to avoid this thing. As this thing not only just like goes through the fucking wall, goes into the next building, like just kind of like impelled itself way beyond the wall. Mr. Smith, this would have cut you clean in half. Next order of movement. You have seconds to think about your actions before something will hit you. So
I am going to almost make try and like feeling out where start making sounds, like I'll start trying to make him hear large, like a lot of loud sounds to almost mask our running away. And also I am going to, like, the moment he walks out, I'm gonna have what looks like a renegade in his suit show up and like run away from him. See if he chases the renegade illusion.
doesn't chase, he just almost blinks to it and just kind of snaps its neck, caps it with his bare hands, just one swing. As he will proceed to do that with every illusion you create. As again, you can barely create them at the rate he's killing them. It's actually insane how fast this thing is moving.
Okay. I am going to, while everyone's running away, I'm also trying to run away, and the moment like I get out of view of him, I'm gonna try and like hide somewhere and like, illusion some like a garbage can around me.
As yeah, well, you cover for everyone as you'll manage to presumably run away. You're not gonna try and fight this thing, are you?
Fuck no.
No.
Okay.
No.
Oh.
Listen, I
No.
need to check. There might be some brave souls yet.
It's only if it will skip 1 second. But if you even trying to buy time.
Leo
it won't
is
work.
elated. He can distract Calamity
Yeah.
for 5 seconds.
Listen,
even
it's-
by
your illusions are clearly working on it. So,
They certainly are.
uh,
But like, listen, Leo's not confident in a fight against most people. He's confident in distracting people. So he can distract them. He can't fight him.
as you hear a large booming noise through the air reverberate, and there's like some heavy impact happening nearby from your location. Something
going to-
really big has hit Calamity.
Okay, I'm gonna move out to see what that is.
As you glance around the corner, you see Calamity having a fight out with rather two famous people. As you recognize both Golden Sentinel and Moon Knight just fucking duking it out, collapsing into buildings nearby and just fucking trashing the entire area.
Can I try and assist by distracting only Calamity by making duplicates of them to also like start punching him and flying around him?
Absolutely. Feel free to roll me another Unleash the Powers.
I will.
Is Leo about to become a hero?
I'm saying far away, out of line of sight from him. I'm just making fake thems to distract him for like a couple seconds. I'm not even getting close, and I'm not even like the moment like I see that like just,
And I'll say that this effect is rather temporary then, as it's just split seconds of distractions. But yeah, no, listen, unlike you, these two can tank hits. Like, you see Calamity punch them and they don't die, they keep moving, which is impressive on its own.
Mhm.
Moon Knight less so, but Golden Sentinel, you can see like Calamity fucking tries to like chop off her head with his hand, and his hand kind of like goes through half the neck before she like kind of like pushes him, and like literally her flesh starts regrowing back. But it is a rather tough fight. Now, Leo, your illusions clearly have confused this thing, as for that several seconds they get pushed back. No, this is just Golden Sentinel's insane regenerative powers. Yeah, no, she is in fact a combination of her mother and her father. What Nathan would have been in like a couple of years as well. So I'll say this, Leo. You're
Mhm.
confident that if you stayed here and actually helped them, risked your life, unfortunately, they might have a chance against this thing.
Shit.
It clearly doesn't have the tactical awareness to realize that, oh shit, this is just a bunch of clones. It doesn't seem to be very smart. It's fighting very like an animal rather than a smart individual.
So first, what I'm going to do is around me, I'm going to encroach the darkness. I'm going to obfuscate my scent. I'm going to obfuscate any sound I make, and then from really far away, I will try and keep distracting it.
While this is going on, what are the three of you doing? You saw Leo just run back towards the sounds of the fighting.
Ah, shit. Fuck.
We need to get him.
We knew. Fuck.
I can try to get him.
Oh, shit. I don't even know what I assume we heard the booming noises that
Yes.
hit. Okay. Shit. Fuck. We can't just leave him behind.
Yes, you can. Leave me behind.
No.
Look, we'll sneak in, be quiet, don't get caught, don't get seen, and if shit's really bad and he's dead, God, we'll deal with that and get the fuck out of there. We're supposed to be meeting up with. He's not here. Peach, keep it. We'll see if we can make sure Leo's okay, and if it's too late, we'll turn back around and try to find better cover or get the fuck out. Right?
Definitely yes. I don't want to fight that thing. Not now.
Agreed. We will try to carefully try to get an eye look at what the fuck is going on with see if we can see Lito or more likely the Calamity, because I assume those punches are very loud.
Yes, they are. You see like buildings starting to collapse around that area. It's disastrous.
Is there no people around here? It's just
Oh yeah,
us?
there's
No-
screams. There's there's a lot of people. There's like fucking
Ah,
emergency vehicles rushing to like try and save people, alleviate some of the damages. Like, even Leo, you see this around you. Like these people aren't just fighting down the street. This is the sort of Superman versus Zod fight. It's just like the entire city is gonna fucking collapse around these people.
Fuck. Okay. New plan. Leo's a smart guy. He knows what the fuck he's usually doing. There's some people who don't have our abilities. We can help them and take care of them right now.
Got it.
Agreed.
Not to mention, this is kind of like very late. This is like a 5 a.m. situation. So a lot of people were caught literally in their house sleeping.
Oh shit, yeah. So gonna help with that immediately.
So why don't you
I don't
all
know.
just roll me your saviors? Let's see how many people you can save. Not all of them.
Triple fucking 9. What the fuck?
The answer
I'm so
is
proud of all of you.
The answer is not all of them.
Yeah,
That's some of them.
Some
I
of them,
think
yes.
some.
Some of them.
better than nothing.
As Leo, with your help, the problem is, Leo, they're winning the punching, but their punches don't seem to have that much effect on the thing.
Mhm.
As the fight, they'll eventually it takes them less than 10 minutes to get their bearings and seemingly form a tactic between the two of them. They do seem to work quite well together. The product of several years of fighting alongside each other before they coordinate, and with your help, because you keep the thing distracted and it visibly slows it down as it goes for the illusions just as much as it goes for the real thing. It does not have any ability to distinguish between the two. It doesn't seem to have the brain power to actually do the thinking. One of them will manage to launch it into the air as Golden Sentinel grabs the thing and fucking dives with it into the distance, into the fucking water. As you're left surrounded by sounds of screaming and emergency teams trying to assist civilians around you. At this point, you will spot Alexandra rushing, grabbing people out of burning buildings under the debris. Jackpot as well. Agent Smith with some of the police officers rushing, and a good portion of the neighborhood has in fact been leveled. as more heroes arrive, as eventually the situation will be brought under control, and well, there's no sign of calamity anymore, or the fighting seems to have stopped.
What do you want?
As
It's probably like a couple seconds where Leo just kind of like falls back, you know, like on his ass, just like breathing heavily. His nose is probably bleeding a little bit. And then he's gonna struggle to his feet, and he's gonna start trying to help the search. The search.
Yeah, you'll eventually be able to all of you gather back together. There's nobody really paying attention to you because there's like a million other things to do.
Ah, fuck. Oh, thank God. Leo, you're alive.
Fucking course, I'm alive.
We look like fucking shit. We should get the fuck out of here.
Let's go now. Let's head to the tower.
By the way, all of you that rolled savior, you all mark a condition. First, kind of fucked up a bit.
Grunt, do I get to clear my afraid condition because I ran away from Calamity at all?
Yes,
You know.
definitely.
Do you want me to add a condition for my 9 success unleash?
Yes.
I think I'm a little guilty right now. Because I just watched a lot of people die. And
I'll say this: there wasn't a lot of people. You, between all of you, especially the three of you, because you were here and focused on saving exclusively. I would say like casualties were kept to a minimum. So a lot of people injured, maybe, but that's not that many. Not that many as they could have been. Like this could have easily spiraled into hundreds of deaths. Right now, it's probably a dozen deaths.
And Calamity was probably here because we were here.
That is in fact true. He was definitely
Yeah.
in the garage with you trying to murder you all.
Yep.
Mhm.
I think guilty is appropriate for Leo right now. Golden Sentinel took Calamity into the water. I don't know what happened next.
Well, yeah.
We need to go to the tower to see if Scarlet's alive.
I hope she is. Okay.
Good news. Illusions work on it.
So it's like a fucking drone.
If it was a drone, it wouldn't care about what it sees. It has some level of intelligence, but not enough to distinguish what are obvious fakes to real things.
Oh, well, that's good to know.
It also was teleporting her fucking around too.
It was fast. And strong.
Come on, let's just get to the tower.
Let's get to the tower. Yeah.
As you make your way back to the tower, you presumably go up to Scarlet's personal room.
Yeah.
As well, you can as you try and go that the security will the floor is under maintenance. He kind of like looks at you, clearly not knowing exactly who you are.
We're friends of Adam. He said Scarlet wanted to talk to us about something about us and him.
Kind of like holds it up, says, who should I tell him that's waiting for him?
Miss.
Jack.
Miss.
Jack.
Sorry, go on.
Oh, go on. She was
No.
just gonna say Jackpot because she's been here before.
Oh yeah. This is Jackpot, and that's John. That's Alexandra, and I'm Leo.
Yeah, they're clear to go as like signals for some of the other men as you get let into the elevator, which supposedly was under maintenance, as it will take you up. And as the doors open, you are greeted by a sight of rather devastating destruction, as apparently the entire floor has been wrecked to fucking shit. There's like holes through the walls, and there's like people going about checking up on the damage, probably cleaning up. They seem to be occupied, as you do see Scarlet. You've never seen Scarlet fucking wounded, beaten the fuck up, next to well, a very alive looking Desmond, who looks
Oh, thank
quite
God they're
fine.
alive.
Hey, didn't see you at our meeting. Good to see you're alive, though.
They just kind of like both look at you and, what meeting? Where were you? What happened?
Oh God.
We were, Desmond. You told us to meet at that warehouse after we couldn't get in contact with Scarlet. Remember? You showed up at my apartment.
They both look confused and just kind of like,
Oh, fuck.
Desmond says, no, you must be mistaken. I clearly told you that we're meeting your apartment. And Jackpot, don't be silly. That was my apartment. Says, why don't you? Oh, let me walk them back. They're clearly, listen. This is why I'm telling you. Messages over the phone, never a good thing. As she nods, as he like walks you back the elevator and back down.
The moment we get into the elevator, I'll just look at him and said, "Would you mind telling me something that only Desmond would know?"
Still got those devices I handed you. Start better using them on the elevator, like right the fuck now.
What devices is he talking about?
Got some nice little gadgets in Venice, didn't you?
Oh yeah. Immediately I'll press the or actually no, I won't. It's like, oh no, I won't. It's just like, okay, fair enough. So then tell me.
You're not gonna
What
use
happened?
one?
No, he said. Does he mean use it now?
Yeah, he means like use
Okay,
it
then yeah, I'll use it right now.
as you throw one of those EMPs, as it's like short circuits out of the things. Yeah. No cameras, no mics. Holy shit, I don't remember anything. What the fuck happened?
Do you remember? Okay. Do you remember you had a fight with Calamity? Do you remember
Yes.
that?
I went to my apartment. Your apartment.
You went. Yes, I guess.
I went to the it was mine at some point. Never mind. Went to it, grabbed the vial.
No, I grabbed the vial. You were out in the living room bleeding out because you were so fucking beat up, which is why you asked me to go grab the vial in the first place, because you couldn't do it yourself.
We're all in danger. Holy shit.
Ow.
Yeah, you don't say. We were attacked by Calamity.
It seems he knew we were there, so and
He kind of like grabs all of you, kind of like puts his arms around you as the the elevator fucking stops, and the doors slide open. As there's like a split second, you see there's a bunch of
Calamity.
people with fucking guns on the other side before you just teleport.
I thought it was Calamity.
It wasn't Calamity this time. It was just regular old
Just the
security.
goons.
Just the goons.
round
They were about to be mind exploded.
As you find yourselves in a sort of similar setup to where he left you last time. Different one, but quite similar in nature. As he like fucking collapses on the ground.
Oh, whoa. You alright? Shit.
Difficult. The more it's just me. I think the thing is wearing off.
Yeah. That was a temporary thing. You don't remember anything, huh?
Remember, but why did she do this? I don't
Why did who do what?
Scarlet's turned against us.
fucking know. Listen, there's a trick to her power. When she fucks with your head, in the memory you won't be able to see any shadows. Like none at
Brent,
all.
do I remember any time where there just wasn't shadows for some reason?
Well, not in recent memory, because unfortunately, memories tend to get fuzzy over time. But recent, no.
Okay. I don't remember anything without shadows. Jackpot, you?
She tries to think back on any type of conversation she's had with Scarlet.
No. All of you seem
No,
to
no.
be quite intact for now.
What about you?
Nothing on my side. Actually,
What?
You said... Oh, go ahead. Samar, did I cut you off?
oh no, never mind. I was forgetting to mute myself.
You said that Scarlet was erasing her own memory as well before. I don't know if you remember that part or not.
That was the plan, yeah. No, like she. That's why I could like the fight. What the? God, my head.
Walk us through what you're saying.
I remember after taking the vial, went to find her. Then the whole place was damaged. She was injured. Apparently she was attacked. As she like starts vomiting. As like starts coughing several times before she like starts puking.
Oh shit. Okay, I have snacks. What the fuck?
As he like says, no, side effects wearing off. Listen to me very carefully. I don't fucking know what happened with her. I can't trust anything that's fucked up. Tell me what happened to Calamity.
Well, we ran for our fucking lives, and apparently Moon Knight and Golden Sentinel showed up, and Leo was helping them out with that. Yeah. Leo, you were there. You're better at telling it than I am.
We were all in the warehouse waiting for you to show up. And then all of a sudden, Calamity was right in the middle. I was able to distract him for a couple seconds while we all ran out, and then distracted him a bit more while everyone started running away. And then I heard someone start fighting Calamity, and I thought it was you. So I ran back to see if I could help, and it turns out it was Golden Sentinel and Moon Knight. And they were kind of they were on the back foot. And so, since the illusions worked before, I thought I'd see how much I could be of assistance this time. And in the few minutes, they were able to keep the upper hand and take him into the ocean. I don't know what happened after that.
Carla told me she injured it. I'm not sure if that's true or not, though. Somehow doubt it, though.
Are you sure it's Scarlet? It's like she's the only one who can edit people's memories and minds, right?
Yeah. The shadows. That's her pattern.
You're missing shadows from your mind, from your memories?
Yeah. The whole time we talked, I was mostly looking at her, but when the shadows are missing, things are slightly off.
Were those her guys who shot at us?
I think so. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Are you sure she wasn't also whammied as well? She was supposed to be meeting up. Well, maybe I'm just being paranoid too. Fuck. I just
Yeah.
don't.
Who?
The dean. I don't know if that was happening today or not, but they're going to have a talk about renting out place for training,
For
a deal or
training.
something like that. Yeah, but I
Yes.
told Scarlet, well, the clown is the dean, or the dean is the clown. I met Harley.
Holy fuck! Not shit.
I told her about them.
I just like turned to look at Jackpot and I'm like, and you didn't think to mention that?
I told it to the person who mattered the most, Scarlet.
I don't mean we talked to her. She could have been dangerous.
Well, you're fine now, aren't you? Unless, of course, she also fucked with our minds, and then, well, it's too late to do anything about that now.
Um, Desmond just says, this place has a hatch. Take the hatch upstairs. I think I'm just gonna here and pass out for a while.
Careful you don't lose oxygen.
This place isn't that sealed off. But I'll be fine. I just need some sleep. Like fucking leans against the wall and just fucking passes out.
So do you think the new dean did something to Scarlet? Said something to Scarlet?
Oh, probably. But I don't know enough about this clown's power wheel set to even be sure exactly what she can do. Yeah, like I said, she's not the first person I've known who can mess with people like that. As I assume we're going to the hatch or making sure Desmond isn't laying in a heap on the floor for a second.
No, he's just literally passed out. I'm not sure how well his physical health is. He looks exhausted. He looks fucked up. But probably not gonna die. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
There's a ladder you climb up as you exit into. Well, funnily enough, you realize one of the back rooms of the boxing gym where he first trained you. Alexandra, there's about 10 messages. Some from your mom, some from your brother, missed calls and all that.
What did the messages say?
Up the fucking phone. No, there are a couple of them are like pick up. You need to reach out. Things are about to go down in the city. There are different variations of like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
She's gonna call her mom, but gonna step to the side away from the group.
Your mom picks up and says, "Oh, thank God. Tell me you're safe, please."
Yes. Anything I need to worry about?
Let's just say that Halcyon City has, in fact, stopped being safe for you. As such, I expect you to join your brother on the first plane back home. Like now.
What? No.
No, yes. There's a war is about to start soon, and I will not have you be at ground zero for it.
But I mean, that's what I'm trained to do. So I'm not gonna leave.
No, you're
my
not.
team.
You are not a soldier.
I'm supposed to help people, right? And at a war, there are people getting hurt, and I can save them.
Last I checked, you'd have no license, so no. You in fact are still a student.
I mean, what's so bad? What's going to happen? Who's gonna attack who?
I believe that one of our associates have, in fact, kidnapped Mr. Olympian himself, and will have also probably pissed off Scarlet to a degree. Well, things are about to go hot, like nuclear hot. So, I'll tell me where you are. Your brother will be there to pick you up, and then you take the first plane out of there.
I'm at school. Can tell him.
Very well. He'll be there in 15 minutes.
Great.
And yeah, she's gonna close off the phone call.
She's gonna go to the group to say, guys,
Mhm.
Yeah.
we got a big problem.
I mean, name the list.
What's next? World War III starting?
Yeah. What?
My mom just called.
Okay. Parents do that sometimes.
Yeah, but she told me that apparently there's someone that kidnapped Mr. Olympian here.
Nathan?
Seems like it, yes.
Yes.
And it seems to be an associate of my family or a corporation. I am not sure, but that's gonna be a big problem.
Well, either we're dealing with a bunch of idiots or calamities, or who's controlling it. Just a massive, fast one.
Jackpot's probably gonna be texting her old group. What the fuck's going on?
Nobody is picking up.
Sadly,
God,
it's there.
fuck them.
Oh, I don't think she's texting Samuel.
I have all the numbers, gut. This is group chat.
No,
I have. I don't even
I'm
know.
overwriting you. You're not texting Samuel. What the fuck? After he almost killed Nathan and bullied everyone? No.
That's true.
Everyone hates Samuel.
Love Samuel. Leo would say, "So, guys want to go try and rescue him?"
I'm texting Kate.
What a
Well,
fucking Steven, what a fucking...
as you hear a tapping noise on the ground, as if there's like a chain. That's a very regular tapping noise. Not like
Rapping at my chamber door.
almost. Listen, it's a soft one. It's not like someone's walking with it, but as you look around the corner, you see a what looks like a blind man making his way towards you.
Sir, do you need some help?
I believe congratulations are in order for.
Oh,
I'm not easily impressed, but you certainly managed to, well, exceed my expectations.
kind gentlemanly old sir. Who are you?
Mr. Up.
My
You're the new
name.
therapist for the school, aren't you?
Right, so. Charles. It's a pleasure to make all your acquaintances.
Yeah.
ready, by the way, to chop this blind man.
Yes,
I'm gonna make him see the light
Yeah.
one last time if I have to.
Yeah, John's also excited to see this guy.
The knuckle dusters are out.
Well then, Charles, what do you want?
Quite simple. I want all of you to succeed. For you to do that, I advise taking a moment, calming down, and then considering your options. Considering actually the entire worlds of options. See, some of the Russian heroes have done some interesting power grabs, kidnapping a bunch of people. Gonna start an international incident, a war. Everybody's gonna soon jump on it. I can imagine what sort of fallout that will have.
Oof, a domino effect.
Exactly. Now I have a rather simple suggestion. You drop things, leave them as they are, and well, consider this matter solved, as long as you don't dig further into it. Don't research into this issue with calamity or conspiracies anymore. Focus on finishing school and other things more important.
We focus on school while there's a battlefield outside, huh?
Well, let's just say that things will resolve themselves without an international war starting.
And the other option?
I finish what I started. And of course, well, a lot of people will die.
What the fuck does that mean, Charles?
Charles, I'm not sure if you're like if you don't want to share, but who are you? Who you work for?
I don't work for anyone. I work for the interests of all of humanity right now. And you can either be part of it, or you can be the stepping stones of those who want to be it.
So how is Calamity in the interest of humanity?
He is not. He is merely a test that humanity needs to overcome.
Ah, God damn it.
I guess you're not even human.
Quite human. Well, as much as any of you are.
Look, Mr. Charles, very scary man. I didn't go to hero school to be no bitch, so I'm not gonna just stand in here and close my eyes and let whatever the fuck this is going on happen.
Why don't you all give me an assess the situation?
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Where the sniper? Where's Calamity?
Do I have it? Oh, I got. I have a complication.
If everyone rolls complications, I will laugh my ass off.
Oh boy. All right. Well, let's see.
Okay, John.
Seven.
John may save the situation yet.
What is
Let's-
that?
let's
Where's
see what we got.
Calamity? Calamity in the fucking corner.
I am guilty. That's a -2. 8. But I
So-
do have my criminal mind.
Leo and John, you definitely spot. Very subtle, because this place is not like very well illuminated. The shadows are creepingly, ever so slowly, to all of you.
All of us.
Yeah, I mean all of you. I mean by the all of you, mean the four of you.
Yeah. Like not the blind guy.
No, not the blind guy.
You're
You
the
may
one
have
who...
like it's like several seconds to react if they like start moving rapidly.
Listen. Obviously, you got us here at a disadvantage. And it seems if we don't comply, you just kill us, right?
What's the plan? Although I would be such a waste. We all have such promising futures.
Give a similar proposition to Scarlet then?
Yes, of course. I think her meddling has gone far enough. Now that I know who a renegade is, well, nobody needs to die. So, either you walk away from this knowing or unknowing.
Wait, what does he mean by that? Does he mean like...
Either you walk away, it means either you walk away with your memories intact or with your memories altered, basically. That's Leo, you saw the shadows, you know what they're about to do.
Yeah. I think we can all be civilized people here.
Civilized fucking. Really? She kind of looks at Leo when he says that.
I just look at Jackpot and just say... I just shake my head.
Charles continues, looks at you, Jackman, and says, "You're really shame if something happened to your dad."
Don't you? Fine.
And I advise you to walk away and rest easy. By the time sun rises, things would have settled down, at least somewhat.
And what about Renegade?
Well, just say that tomorrow he will be a productive member of society who has less information than he should have. Won't be killed. Will merely, I think it'll be a change for the better.
Fine.
There's a voice inside Leo's head that says, "You could kill him." But Leo has no idea what this guy's capable of. And he knows what we're capable of. Because I don't think, can Leo almost feel Scarlet's mind anywhere, or no?
No.
Yeah, then no.
You, in fact, feel no other mind around here. Just as
He steals powers.
you say that.
No, he doesn't. That's it. He does think it though.
As he like walks by, he says, "Have it quite the other way." As he's gonna continue down towards the hatch. As he's gonna start climbing down. Lose sight of him.
Fucking motherfucker. She punches like the first thing that she could find.
It's fucked up.
That's the
Ah.
man behind the curtain.
Goddamn school therapist. Fucking.
I never like shrinks.
We should probably get the fuck out of here then. Get fucking.
Don't step in the
More-
shadows. Be careful.
What about?
Those are
Yeah.
gone, back to normal.
Oh, they're back to
Yeah.
normal.
I think Jackpot was the only one who didn't see him, right?
And
And a
neither is-
dragon.
yeah.
I'll just say like, as we're walking out, just there was no way we could have won that one, at all.
They were encroaching us. If we would have pulled up, even if we tried to pull out lights or something, they would have sprung forward.
I think Leo's the only one who knows that Scarlet isn't here. Scarlet wasn't backing him up. That was just him, though. So yeah, Leo's like, oh, so he steals powers. No, he doesn't. He said he does the opposite. So either that means he copies powers, or he is the progenitor of powers, which means he has every power, which
Does
means
Leo-
no fucking way he
Does
can
Leo,
beat
does,
him.
does Leo say that?
No, not at all. He's not saying a damn word.
Ah. I want to comment, but I don't know this information.
Yeah. I guess then what will you do? Will you just go back outside, go to your dormitories? Like, what's.
I gotta go check on my family, guys. I gotta see what the fuck's going on with that.
Would anyone mind if I sleep with them tonight? I can't go back to the school.
You can crash at my place.
Yeah, that's kind of what I would like to do. Let's keep some watchers.
Thanks.
Yeah. We'll all retreat for tonight. Well, we'll see what the next day will bring us. This was quite the eventful day and a half for everyone.